So we're just waiting for you to get connected, Rachel.
You can go ahead. I am still cooking, and I think it was still updating. So
Okay.
It's finished updating.
Okay. I will finish cooking, and I'll be set up. But I'm
fine.
here.
I don't think 17 has much to contribute to trying to hog-tie a barbarian.
Not so much.
All right, that's what we were doing.
I don't have a map.
I didn't have a map up. We left. Your characters are still in tokens, are still in the East Haven Town Hall. But you guys chase down Haven map. Let me I'll pull up East Haven.
We're on the docks, right?
Yes. So you guys, I'm just gonna pull one.
Well, right before it.
No, I think we're like right before the end of the dock.
You are right before the end of the dock.
Gotcha.
And I just rolled like a 20 to survival him up, I think was the last thing that I remember.
You rolled the 20 to restrain him. If I do remember, we still have to actually tie him.
I thought the last thing was to tie him, but okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because I already had him grappled.
Yeah, we just got him grappled, and then I rolled a survival, and I think that roll was a 20. Right. Yeah.
You guys had you are so the town hall is there. So you're actually at the end of. I'm just gonna put one token there, just so the fact of C. So I will put the one who's hogtied Wolfric. You're at the end of this dock. Okay. Here.
Gotcha.
And you guys chase down Wolfric. He got to the end of the dock. And you realize that something bad, or let's say not good, might be happening. So you chose to restrain him. You barely succeeded in restraining him, and then you are pretty confident in your success in tying him up. Right before that, you were battling a ghost who you saw fly into Wolfric.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But you did not. That is correct.
All right. Sentinel, you've got like Wolfric kind of bear hugged right this moment in time. I've tied him up with my rope. Does Sentinel have a backpack on? I'm just gonna look over at him.
Yes.
Okay. Is a rope attached to the side of that backpack?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that rope and I'm gonna lash Wolfric with that rope too. Just start like mummifying.
Roll another survival.
Mummifying this guy. Trying to. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta find my skills again. All right.
When the ghost flies into somebody who's not tied.
Yeah.
Okay. You grab that rope in a hurry, quickly tie him up. You feel like you did a decent job, but you can tell that you did not do as good a job tying this rope as the first rope you tied.
It's twice as many ropes right now. I'm gonna look over at Sentinel. We need to return him back to the town hall.
Okay, so this happened in the town hall, right? As we were entering one of the buildings, and this chick appeared to everybody else on the masts, jumped in the Wolfric, and we've been following him to the end of the dock.
Yeah, he has been possessed by the spirit of this woman.
The white lady.
The white lady.
Who I have yet to see. Okay.
Do you know of any magics to expel poltergeists or ghosts?
I have a way, but my only direct knowledge of it is through y'all, as I haven't seen it myself.
Yes, you were not present for the initial seance, and perhaps she only reveals herself to those that were there.
Do y'all know what this poltergeist wants?
No.
Not you. Other than she was extremely angry last time we summoned her.
What if taking over the Goliath is her way of going to do what she needs to do.
Well, then it would appear that what she needs to do is to jump into the lake.
Which is plenty from a long ways off ice. So what if we take these ropes, maybe latch ourselves to him, and see where it leads? If this is something that y'all were following before.
It's not something we were following before, but I mean, I'm afraid that he would just drown, that the ghost would possess him until he couldn't breathe anymore.
But maybe it can only go so far on the ice before the water.
She did come from a figurehead of a ship. Perhaps there's something to do with that ship in this particular lake?
What if we just untie his legs only and allow
Yes.
him to walk, and we just kind of
Yes, and we'll keep a hold of the other end of the rope. Exactly. If it looks like he's going to die, we have ways to solving that.
It's not necessarily a bad idea, but perhaps we get a religious person that would be able to speak with her?
It would have to be someone who's seen her, from what I'm guessing, and I'd know nothing of this realm.
We have no idea where that one dude ran either.
One dude.
The guy who performed the seance?
Oh.
He didn't run anywhere.
Yeah, he did.
I was thinking more along the lines of like a priest or somebody that could speak with the deceased spirit.
Yeah, we kind of threatened the dude and he ran away.
Is 17 on the dock with us?
Yes.
I believe everybody followed their way out.
Okay.
She's just not sure what to make of this.
If you'd like me to try to cast it out, I can.
I mean,
But who knows where it would go?
You've got a point.
Have we tried to speak with it?
To my knowledge, out of character, only at the first time in the inn, and it was like brief, maybe before it turned hostile.
Yes, you tried to. It never spoke. I don't remember speaking.
We will get close enough for her to hear, because we're uncomfortable being this close to the possessed barbarian. Where are you trying to go?
You don't hear any response. The Wolfric, like, it's just grunting and trying to get out. Give me one other second. Something else. Respond to that.
Interesting.
I'm gonna walk up closer and try to put my hand on his forehead.
Okay. what's your DC for
My DC for what?
the ability you are using? What is the DC for it?
I don't know what my DC is for it.
Well, I can tell you now she passed because even I can tell you DC isn't size. She just rolled at your
Alright.
level. At your level, anyways.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna retract my hand and I'm gonna say I only sense what I sensed the last time I tried to commune with her, and that is complete and utter anger.
It does stand to reason. She is possessing a very large, angry individual. Perhaps some of his emotion is bleeding over. I mean, we don't really have any other recourse except for to expel the ghost from Wolfric, or potentially let her lead us wherever she was going. And if all you're sensing, Braylon, is anger, where do you think she might possibly take us? I'll start unwinding the rope around Wolfric's feet and like wrapping
Maybe
the second rope that I put back onto Sentinel's backpack, and
maybe maybe she'll take us directly to maybe where she was laid to rest or drowned or whatever, and maybe we can do something to maybe get rid of her earthly tie.
I'm not exactly sure how these things work.
I don't either. I'm just completely guessing on it.
Braylon, if you want to mark for that ability, it is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
Can you just send me that in DMs though? I have it.
My worry is that once Wolfric gets running, we may not be able to stop him again. But you say we have ways of preventing him from dying? I'll look at Sentinel.
I mean, I can cast her out, and then it shouldn't be too hard to at least restrain him again.
How many times can you potentially expel her? Because
Once.
if she possesses him, she may also try to possess one of us.
I can try it once. As I still haven't seen her, I can't really combat more than that. I don't even know if this will work.
But you could prevent him from dying, right? If
Yes.
she decides to swim to the bottom of the lake and...
Yes.
Then I say we let him lead us where she wants to go for now. I'll look at the rest of the group and kind of do one of these numbers.
Like, where are we going?
Perhaps we hold the rope so she cannot get too far ahead of us?
Well,
I plan to tie the rope around myself.
Okay.
All right.
there is no way this could go wrong.
There is every way, and I'm hoping for it.
And
Yeah.
poor Wolfric's over there powerless. Do whatever you guys sentence him to. So you untie his legs, but leave his upper half
Secure.
secure. I want you to roll a survival again, as you attempt to just untie his legs and make sure it's still tight enough to restrain his upper half.
I'm
Am I
not.
too busy to holding him down to give him assistance?
Go for it.
Okay.
I would probably give you advantage anyways, as he's already tied down and with 2 ropes. So
It might be better if I assist you.
Yeah, it would if I can make the roll.
I mean, this is rope and it goes around things.
It's more along lines. Well, yeah, I guess I can make the roll. Yeah.
Oh. Much better than I would have done, I think.
uh, you as you start to untie him, he, I mean, is struggling hard to break free. And you almost lose it. But right as he's about to get free, you're able to get the knot tied and cinch it tight, securing his upper half.
Ooh, that's close. Where's his great axe right this moment in time? Wolfric's.
It was in his hand. Like he just started running out the door with it in his hand.
So I'm gonna
So
imagine at this point in
since
time it's on the
it would be on the docks,
dock.
or like if at minimum it would have like slid off the docks and be like sitting on the ice.
Okay.
Um,
I'll retrieve his great axe.
Either way, easy to grab. It's just on the ground somewhere.
I'll grab his great axe and kind of throw it over my shoulder.
All right. As he like realizes his feet are free, he starts to stand up and jumps off the end of the dock.
Both Sentinel and I are going to do one of these numbers. Just...
Yeah, we're after him. I got rope in hand.
Tushiro's going to go sledding.
It pretty much works that way because at this point you're on ice and like he's just trying to run and I imagine you're trying to slow him down.
So it's like
No, we're just
so, like, your feet are just planted on the ground and he's like running slowly as he like pulls you along the ice.
I'm gonna follow along closely to Sentinel, who's holding the rope.
Okay.
Well, both Tushiro and Sentinel have got the rope at this moment in time. Like, I got the rope in one hand, his great axe in the other. I'm ready to...
You guys, I mean, he goes running for a while. You start to lose town behind you, and it starts to just become like just, barely visible on the horizon.
And time of day.
What were we? I gotta go back and remember. We were midday when all this happened. A little after midday. You made it back. I'd probably say it's 3 o'clock ish. And as you start to leave sight of town, where you can just barely see like the roofs of the buildings, you in the distance can start to see where the ice is broken up enough and starts to actually become lake.
Okay, I think it's time to stop.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab hold of Sentinel, and then can I cast my Thorns ability to try to grab onto the ice to give us a little bit of traction?
As you guys you add your weight on to try to pull him, it slows him down. He's still able to pull you guys with his strength, but you're barely moving. You're barely losing any ground. He's realizing that you are slowing him down, and give me. You want to cast Thorn Whip, right? You said.
Yep.
Can I cast command on him?
Give me a initiative rolls.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see who can get these things off. Wolfric, go ahead and roll your initiative yourself.
I kind of want to try something, so...
All right. So Sentinel, you're up first. Um, in this line of events. I don't want to say combat order, but
Yeah. Um, if I cast command, will it target Wolfric or the poltergeist?
um,
Really, this goes with any spell.
um, give me a highs or lows.
Loge.
You have no idea. It could not, but you do not know.
Okay, and then I'm still just gonna cast command. So it's a wisdom save.
Okay.
And I'm gonna halt.
Wisdom saving throw. Being that is it. I'm assuming it's higher than a 4.
Yeah, 14.
So it stops.
Like all of us at the same time. Onto the ground.
You go
No,
like
we're already pulling then.
it's still like your momentum a little bit keeps you sliding like forward just a tiny bit.
And then we yank.
You're gonna try to pull.
I mean, everyone else can too, because on command he stops on his turn technically.
Yeah, and he's next. So you're commanding. You're asking everybody to help pull.
I mean, and pull him down to the ground most likely, so or they can do what they were going to try to do.
Okay. I'm gonna give whoever wants to roll with advantage, and Wolfric do a contested at disadvantage, being that you were commanded to halt, but doesn't mean you can't resist. I mean, that wasn't your command. So, um, Wolfric, given athletics, that's what you're higher at, and whoever you is pulling can have advantage. And Wolfric do disadvantage.
How close did we get to like where the ice?
I assume I'm rolling athletics.
You probably got like yes,
Oh, no,
yeah,
you-
it's a contested athletics roll.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
there we go.
I would say you're probably about um 50 to 100 yards ish.
Okay, now can I tell whether or not it's like a drop off? Is it just gradually turn to ice?
Up ahead, like it kind of like you can see that the ice ends, but there are like chunks of ice, floating, so like some broken pieces off here or there, before it like goes to just pure water.
Is there anything that has broken the surface, like a shipwreck? Because that was a figurehead, right?
Roll a perception.
I mean, oh, that was a 20, and then it was a.
You can't see anything in the distance. Uh, uh, Tushiro, since you pulled, highs or lows?
We'll go with lows because you rolled high earlier. So I'm hoping that the shoot.
Highs are not in your favor. As you guys yank, you have no problem like pulling him, but because he was just like standing there and didn't give up much resistance, you pull him and he actually falls back on his butt. And as he does that, the ice has gotten thin where you're at and breaks.
Oh shit. Oh
Is
no!
it?
And
Does it
it-
crack or does it break?
no, it breaks.
And in goes Wolfric.
Wolfric's a big dude. It breaks, and Wolfric
Disappears.
starts to disappear. We'll say at this moment in time, you guys will have a chance to kind of figure out what you want to do before he starts to fully submerge. But you are tied to him, so once he starts to go down, you start to go down.
And he is 290 pounds.
And how? Much,
I mean, I'm 282, so it evens out almost.
Yeah, it's true. Sentinel's a big
Also,
machine.
You do have one character who doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
That's useful.
It's true.
I'm going to throw my cloak off so that it's not in my way and dive in.
Okay.
I have manta ray like fin gliders that I'm gonna try to swim and
like
I
grab him.
I'm just gonna
I
start pulling on the rope
Yeah,
and
like-
trying to me and Sentinel.
Yeah, like I'm not. I'm going any direction, I'm going backwards unless I'm going in the water. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
actually, I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond on Tushiro and I.
What does that do? That gives you a plus D4, right?
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
And
Okay.
I cast guidance.
Hey, I'll be back in just a minute.
All right. That's okay. Your character won't be back for another minute.
And I cast guidance on Sentinel, so
Okay.
D4, baby.
Okay.
D4s
So,
all day.
as you guys, here's the thing. As you try to pull him out, I was going to give you disadvantage due to the slick ice. So your help is going to give negating your advantage. But you do get 2 D4s to aid you.
All right, here we go.
Roll an athletics check.
I'll re-roll. I don't know why that was clicked.
Go ahead and dropped an 8. You got a 10 and an 8. I'll take the average. 9 there. And roll
plus
2
3?
D4s.
Ooh.
18 total.
Yep. No. 15.
9 plus
You
3.
rolled a 10 and 8. Yeah. 9 plus 6.
9
Plus
plus 3.
9 plus 3 from a modifier, so that's 12. Plus 6 is 18.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about your modifier. 18. Okay, you you start to give some ground, but you quickly get your feet locked in. You find a little bit of grip, and you can hold Wolfric. At the moment, he's submerged underwater, but he's not going further underwater.
Do something.
The axe is gonna come off, and I'm gonna thunk it into the ice, kind of like to try to pull.
I'm doing mine because the ice was thin.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then I won't do that.
don't do that.
I reach for the axe, and you guys are like, "No!"
As you go to swing the axe, they're like, "No!" And you are swinging down, and you almost get to like the top of your swing, where stopping would be, past this point would be almost impossible, and you quickly halt yourself.
Hook it to my backpack and then go.
Hey, go where?
Do what you're gonna do.
I The idea was to get us more traction so we could pull them out.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk the axe into the ice.
That's why I stopped with the thornlet, because I'm sure multiple things hitting the.
I want to go and see how far until the ice gets a little bit thicker.
Can I run up to the water and look to see if I can see any animals swimming around in the water?
Go up and look. Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna use like the blunt side of the axe to start tapping like behind Sentinel to like try to find thicker ice.
Okay.
Walking
Yeah, you
away.
can find. At first, you think you see like a manta ray swimming in there, and then you quickly realize that that's 17. I can't remember the name of the exact fish, but there isn't. They actually named the exact fish that's popular to these lakes. But you do see a fish swimming around,
How big is it?
like a trout size,
That's not gonna do it.
salmon size. You know, like a big one. Think of like king salmon type size.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Knucklehead trout.
Knucklehead. Thank you. I was like, I knew it was knuckle something, but I couldn't remember. Comes up surprisingly a lot in the book, describing the fish that are in the.
Can I get down to him? Like, how far did he sink?
How much rope did? How much length did you guys?
I mean, it's 50 foot tall and we were wrapped about around each other several times, especially to restrain him.
Yeah, 20
So I would
feet.
imagine 20-ish feet.
But I mean, that's 20 feet between Sentinel and Wolfric, because there's got to be at least 10 feet on each one of them. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You got
So
about
probably
20 foot distance. So he's probably about 10 feet down at this point.
Is
But
he
he's not going any further at the moment.
Is he trying to swim in a particular direction?
At this point, he's not moving.
Okay. I'll swim back to the surface. Either pull him out or let him go. See where he's going. He's not moving.
Do I get a chance to resist this since I'm gonna die?
He's likely to drown.
Unfortunately, the ghost, there is no, once you're possessed, there is no save to unpossess yourself.
ghosts suck.
Um, so you came up, told them to let him go or to pull more. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm trying to find thicker ice behind Sentinel.
All right, Sentinel, you're still tied off.
I don't want to let go
You know what?
because he's still a mortal being, so he's only got so much breath whether they're possessed or not.
Fuck it. I jump into the water.
Just as you are.
Yes.
Okay. It is half movement for you to swim around at all. Due to not having a swim speed. What are you gonna do in the water?
I'm gonna go down below Wolfric. And then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave underneath him to try to blast him back up to the surface.
Okay. I will allow Wolfric to, even though he's possessed, willingly fail the save.
Well, he wouldn't be able to try to save. It would have to be the ghosts
The ghost.
save. Yeah.
But at this point, Wolfric is unconscious. So there is no. It will be an automatic fail. So go ahead and roll. Actually, you don't need to roll your damage because damage isn't going to matter. As you
Technically, he's underwater, and so he has full cover from all damage.
I'm gonna roll the rule of cool here.
That's fine. It's your campaign.
I understand that, but thematically, I would think a thunderous wave coming out would. Actually, yeah. You know what? I'll roll the rule of cool that the water protects him from the damage, but still pushes him.
Because it sounds
out.
cool.
Yes, because that I think that works better. And that way he doesn't fail a death save throw. So as you're pulling Sentinel, all of a sudden the rope comes loose. Not comes loose, but like there's no more tension on it as Wolfric comes flying out the water, and he lands on ice. It starts to crack under the slam, but like he also had like a momentum that caused him to slide out from under the crack across the ice.
All right, then I'm gonna swim out of the water and try to pull myself up.
So he slides to safety, basically.
Yes.
As soon as he looks like he's in safety, I'm going to look toward him, put my hand across my chest, and use Turn Undead. And that is a DC if it can go a Wisdom DC.
Nothing happens.
Didn't think it would.
But Wolfric is unconscious below you, and I will say you just use a round. Wolfric, roll a death save throw.
I'm gonna go over and help Braylon and 17 out of the water.
Thank you. It'll be much easier with help, I'm sure.
That is your first death saving throw. You guys can have another turn.
Healing word.
All right, roll your healing word. Wolfric, you wake back up to life, not knowing where you are. The last thing you remember is being in a room and fighting a ghost. And now you're tied up on ice.
You're also muted.
Oh, he couldn't breathe. He's kind of water on his lungs.
Pulling Braylon and 17 out of the water.
And I'm gonna be shaking profusely because it is so freaking cold.
I didn't know that elements affected Warforged.
That's not a Warforged that was talking.
Oh,
Yeah, that's me.
oh.
That's a human that turns into a puppy dog.
Oh, yeah. Wrong one.
Braylon.
All right, Sentinel's going to get up and move toward Wolfric.
Start dragging Wolfric closer to like the solid ice and like start gathering people towards the solid ice and like
Just
back towards the town.
catch our breath for a second.
Yeah, like start untying Wolfric slowly and huddling together for warmth because two of you are idiot enough to jump into the water. Maybe grab 17's cloak and throw it around her.
Yeah, I would have been grabbing for that because I'm sure I'm freezing.
Yeah, well, it was the only thing I can think of.
We need to get back towards town before the cold affects all of you. Wolfric, is that you?
I didn't think it was anyone but me. I feel like me. I don't know how I got out here on the ice.
Let me tell you what, that ghost we were fighting? Yeah, she jumped into you.
I don't feel her.
Well, that's good. We need to get warm, especially those two. And I'll point at 17 and Braylon. Can you walk?
Yes, I can walk.
Here's your axe.
Thank you.
You untie him first?
Yeah.
We already did.
Oh, okay.
Start heading back towards town, and like as soon as we get on thicker ice, maybe just stop and start a fire.
Gonna start a fire on ice.
On the ice?
That's what they do on ice fishing, I'll have you know, and if it's thick
Yeah,
enough,
like-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because the heat
true.
goes up.
That is true.
I mean, I imagine some melt. I mean, unless you put something underneath it.
Yeah, I've seen some that are raised off the ground.
Not many.
Like with as cold as it is, should be out here, it isn't going to melt to a significant degree to be harmful.
So
Let's
you're
do
gonna
it.
stop and start a
Once
fire.
we are like halfway back to town,
Or the ice is much thicker.
yeah,
Okay.
to like
Well, how
prevent,
far is it back to town?
yeah, like how
We didn't go that far.
Well, I mean, at a run that you were doing before.
It wasn't like we ran a mile.
No, I mean you're about a mile outside town, so.
We ran because we were in town. We ran straight across the. We ran across the ice a mile.
yeah, because the town disappeared from view.
Oh, okay.
So like,
Yeah, it didn't quite disappear fully from you. You could see the rooftops.
okay.
But yeah.
I guess my concern would be hypothermia if my character knew what that term was.
And exhaustion, because
Yeah.
that must suck for all y'all.
I'm mountain born. I'm resistant to cold.
Mostly worried about Braylon and 17 at this point in time.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
stay away because I'm not going to provide heat or anything. So, the exact opposite, really.
Can't you just open that chest and we just build a fire in there?
No.
That's what I want to make my Warforged is have just like the potbelly stove.
Yeah, I've had that idea for a Forge Cleric. Something similar to it.
That would be awesome.
Nickname Smokey.
Do you have a character named Smokey? He needs to be a werebear.
As we get closer to town, and
So I mean, as you get closer to town, it's only going to take. I mean, if you ran, you could make it to town in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Less
Yeah,
than that,
I don't think that those of us that are freezing to death are going to be.
No, it's going to be a slow journey.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing any running.
yeah,
I
and
mean, legitimately ice cold water. We're going to be a little stiff.
and as we kind of make our way back, I'm gonna pull my cloak over myself a little bit more and more as my skin kind of looks a little bit grayish.
So you guys stop. Do you have anything you're building the fire on? You just building it directly on the ice? And what do you have to make a fire? Are you carrying firewood?
We have torches,
have something to start. Oh, you got a torch.
and we have tinder boxes.
Yeah, we'll just throw like 5 torches in a pile,
Yeah, I'll just throw mine because I have the light cantrip.
light those, and
All right. You get a fire going. With ease. You have the stuff to light a fire, and with a torch, it's already made to be lit. Huddle around it. The one torch puts off a small amount of heat, but I mean, you got to be pretty close to it to get any warmth from it.
the warm
We
bodies.
just use the actual, staff of the torch. Just make a little campfire.
Yeah, exactly. Take 5 torches, put all the ends of them together like that.
All right. You guys can huddle around it, and after a few minutes, you start. Those who are in the water, you start to feel warm, but you can still feel the like your clothes are still wet in frigid water. So, while like parts of you start to warm up, you are still shivering. Several more minutes go by, and you start to feel you're cold. You're still really cold, but not to a point that is going to have any lasting effects on you, other than the fact that you're like shivering from being wet and cold.
Yeah, then we'll put out the torches and get back to town. Now that they look like they're gonna survive the journey.
A couple more minutes, and you went halfway back, so it's only going to take you. We'll say you're moving at a slower pace due to being cold. So halfway back was probably 10 minutes, and you probably got another 10-minute walk to finish up the mile-ish at your really slow pace to reach town. You reach the end of the set of docks here where Wolfrick's at. Where are you going from there?
That burning boat would feel really nice right now.
Fortunately, it's been a couple days. It's like 2 days. The boat is no longer burning.
Oh, I'm sure they put it out immediately. Are we gonna head back to the place we were?
I would suggest an inn for the day.
Yeah, I guess we could go to the White Lady Inn. Maybe while we're there, the people who are dry can see if they can locate that seance guy and see if he knows anything about why she would have led us out into the middle of the water and why she disappeared the moment she went into the water.
She's gone. That's all I care about. Where were we anyways? What were we doing before that happened?
We were taking the pot there and we were showing them
Oh, yes.
it could make stew, and then we were led
You're in
into
the middle of transporting the cauldron of plenty into a secure place within the town hall.
Yes. What happened to the Cauldron of Plenty after everyone kept running out?
You last time anybody remembers it was in that room.
I guess we should go back and look for it. We need to go find the cauldron. It can help so many.
And take 2.
You mean do it all over again?
Yeah. But anyways, I would agree.
So are we going to split the party between people who are going to go rest up and then the people who are going to go see what happened to the cauldron?
Yeah. Are the other 2 here? Or did they step away? Because one's muted and the other one's gone.
I am here. Sorry,
Okay.
Will is getting dinner.
Oh, okay. They've been quiet a while.
That
We
is a
could
question.
retrieve the cauldron, yeah.
Are all of you going, or are you splitting?
I'm going to head to the White Lady Inn to get a change of clothes.
Okay. So we have
Yeah,
Braylon going that way.
I'll go with because
It was
I
town
need
hall,
to.
right?
Yeah.
17 is going this way. Wolfric, while you Sentinel, you're going that way too?
Yeah, town hall.
Oh, town hall, yeah, sorry. Wolfric, you well, don't suffer any ill effects from the cold water. I mean, being soaked in cold, frigid water is very uncomfortable still. And like you're cold. Like you may be resistant to the cold, but like you're cold. Because you're in sopping wet clothes.
I'm still want to find the cauldron.
Okay. I'll assume
I'll be wet, cold.
Tushiro is gonna go that way as well, seeing as he is not wet. For the time being. Braylon and 17, you guys can make your way to the White Lady Inn. And Are you getting new rooms for the evening?
I will, yes.
Remember, it is 1 gold or 10 silver. um, I actually don't remember what I said for the price for the inn. It's going to be 3 silver pieces.
3 silver. I'll be nice and I'll pay for her too.
Okay. So you two can make your way to the inn and begin changing clothes. Wolfric, Sentinel, and Tushiro can make their way to the town hall, where I actually had you guys enter through a window last time, because this is the front of the town hall. You guys would know the layout going down this way. This door open. You walked through the administrative office, and the next door led you into the room where the statue is. Walking into this room, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, you see like a demonic statue that looks out of like it's made out of a very. Did I tell you guys the material it's made out of?
Don't remember.
I don't remember that. I was trying to examine everything about it last time. I don't know if you said it or not.
I'm going to point at it and say, "Don't touch that."
As you enter the room, you see the cauldron there still. Actually, incorrect. It is no longer there.
I'm shocked.
But as you do, hold on, get into that room there. Sorry, let me go back to my notes. You see the town speaker coming up from the steps along with a couple guards.
Up the steps in this room?
Yes, just above Tushiro, right here is a set of stairs coming up from under the ground.
Where's the cauldron?
Oh, it's good to see you back. I had my guards move it down to a safe room inside our dungeon.
Why?
So it's secure.
Well, that's where we were leading you to store it.
We
Before
thought that it was going to be used to feed people.
it will be used to feed people, but we also need to keep it safe, and also keep it extra safe until I can pay you for it. But something of this value shouldn't just be left laying around for somebody who isn't going to use it for good to steal it.
I'd like to go down and stay with it to make sure it stays where it is until the deal is done.
Right, and let me adjust your hit points, Wolfric, because you are only at 7.
This
I've
figurehead.
taken damage?
You fell unconscious. You were knocked to 0 hit points by from drowning.
Oh, okay.
So Wolfric, you're going to stay with it, correct?
That's correct.
Um, I would be more than happy to show you. Is any of you else going to be staying with it as well?
No, but I do have questions about this figurehead.
Yes. What would you like to know?
What ship did it come from?
Let me go back to that piece. I don't remember if it said where it came from. Um, I do not know where it came from, or sorry, what ship it belonged to. A few months ago, a few fishermen hauled it up from the bottom of the lake and brought it here, seeking a reward or to sell it or payment. I really wasn't sure what to do with it, and brought it here to keep it.
The fishermen. Do you happen to have their names?
I mean, I don't know them. They're just a group of people that came through. They're not local to this town.
Is there any correlation? So, he said a few months ago.
Correct.
Would that register in Tushiro's mind with the fact that it's more winter? Is there any correlation with the timeline?
Uh, mm, roll. Uh, it doesn't ring any bells.
Trying to figure out whether or not this might have been the thing that upset the Frost Maiden. Like raising this ship's figurehead from the lake.
Oh well, the winter has been going on for several years now.
Oh, okay.
And this was raised out of the depths a few months ago.
Okay.
Yes, I've. Sorry, hold on one sec. I've warned my staff not to touch it, and I've kept it here, more of as a safekeeping. Um, I just get this feeling that it's tainted. There's something evil about it, and I keep it here to keep it safe. Well, more of the public safe from it.
I want to do like a really close inspection of it and see if there's any sort of writing or see if there's any hidden compartments.
Okay, hold on. Describe to me how you're going to inspect it.
Um, well, I'd get really close to it. And you say it's like a demon of some sort?
Uh, yes.
Okay, does it have like arms and legs? Or wings?
Roll me a history check.
Sure. Ooh! Booyah!
Just so you know, the DC is very challenging. And you actually passed. I'm surprised. Um, It's over 20. Um, blah 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 blah. You recognize this figurehead as Urtu, a Baylor demon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's about all you'd recognize it as.
So he's got like
Do
horns and hands, right?
do you, as somebody who knows more about D&D lore, I mean, do you know who Ear2 is? Urtu?
Um, I'm going to choose to not use any sort of meta knowledge on this
With
particular.
your knowledge of, with your
Oh,
history check, is what I'm getting at. With your history check, you would know who Urtu is.
oh,
You recognize it as Urtu.
oh.
So by recognizing it as Urtu, you would at least
Shit.
know some of Urtu.
Okay. I guess in that case, I
Being
will.
that you're not from like this
Yeah.
um I don't want to say realm or plane, I guess. Plane would be the correct. You might not know some of the terrors he's caused across this, Forgotten Realms
Uh
and
huh.
stuff like but you would know of him in like in that type of stuff.
Okay.
Just his exact troubles he's caused, you might not know due to
Can
not
you
being
spell the name for me so that I can?
Errtu.
Okay. In that case, I want to check his bat-like wings, the tail, the horned ape-like head, the look in his mouth, see if it is hinged. Check to see if any of the hands come off.
Okay, so you're kind of walking around it, looking at it,
Like
like
I'll pull out my
touching it to see if there's any buttons or anything like
yeah, I'll
that.
pull out my katana. I won't touch it, but I will pull out my katana and like tap on it with like the hilt of my katana, just like talk, talk, talk. You know.
Seeing him investigating, Sentinel will just tap him, give him guidance while he's doing this.
Um, all right, give me a sec here. Um, as you walk around it, roll a investigation with
A
the
D4.
D4.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me get back here and that. Oh, that's really bad. I might actually have to touch it because like tapping it with my
You're,
handle doesn't really like reveal anything, does it?
yeah, you're tapping it with your handle, and like you just like touching it with another object. You can't get any sense of it.
Okay, then I'll sheath the katana and like just the hand like make contact and then like see if anything happens.
All right. Roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Is there any sort of charm involved in this?
Um, no.
Okay. Oh, I'm possessed.
No, you're not
Oh,
possessed. Don't worry. But I am about to send you something
oh
on
gosh.
Discord.
Oh boy.
Uh, where is Gnarly Donut? There he is.
I'm
Give me
right
a second.
here. Oh.
You're right there. All right.
Oh, cool. All right.
Give me a sec to type this.
Uh huh. Yep. Figured that was gonna happen.
Here's your curse.
This is why you just touch everything.
Collect all the curses?
Find all the good shit and bad shit.
As uh
Okay.
Tushiro reaches out and touches it and then withdraws, nothing seems to happen.
Well,
Did you find something?
I do not believe that this particular statue hides very many secrets on its person. The figure that it depicts is one I have heard of. At one point in my existence, the Raven Queen, she sent me on a mission. The mission was to observe a being's failure. She is fond for collecting such memories, you see. This being was a Baylor demon by the name of Irotu. He came to this particular realm seeking an artifact. He failed. Was put down by, well, a figure of some renown at the time. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this particular individual. His name was Drizzt.
Out of character, yay!
I have not.
Well,
I'm assuming I haven't. So look.
Nope, you didn't want that secret.
this
Well, there you go.
That's
creature,
the one I actually wanted.
That was one of mine. I
was
tried it first, and then I changed like the day before we started playing.
Yeah, it was for his other character. Did draw that one, and he chose not to have that one.
yes, Drizzt banished this particular Baylor with one of his weapons. He was banished from this particular realm for however long demons are banished for. I do not
What I,
believe that you should keep this thing in your presence, sir.
But I don't really know what else to do with it.
Without touching it, return it to the bottom of the lake. Post haste.
I will take that under advisement, but I'm not quite sure how to achieve that at the moment.
Definitely prevent others from touching this one. When I made contact with it, it sent a chill down my spine, which is difficult to do.
Well, I will look to see how to arrange that, but it will probably be some time before I can make something like that happen.
I want to kind of like motion Sentinel aside, and if Wolfric's there, I'm not going to keep you from coming. But
Wolfric, did you when you said you wanted to go to where it is? Did you head straight there, or were you gonna wait?
I
and
went.
see if
I
they-
headed straight down, and I'm gonna.
Okay, you weren't gonna wait to see if they were gonna finish up what they were doing first.
Nope. I'm gonna go and I need to rest, but I'm gonna rest by it.
Okay. So you can go down and down the stairs. A couple of the guards will escort you and show you to the room that contains the cauldron.
Is it in a cell?
It's in. Hold on. I will show you. Give me a sec.
I'll pull Sentinel off to the side while you're like working this out, and I can have this RP moment just real quick while you're pulling up a map.
Go
Or
for it.
whatever. I'm gonna pull you aside away from the townsmen. Look you like square, so my mask to your face. I believe the townsfolk are members of a cult. This particular thing is part of their cult, and we need to separate it from them.
Slick, how much would I know about the town itself? Like anything that's happened in the past few days that I've been held up? Or has I just been in complete darkness?
You were. I mean, you weren't in complete darkness. You pretty much made it to the town, and captured the person, and then were set loose. So the goings ons of the town, you don't know too much about.
Okay. And how would we get it out of here without touching it? And without them causing an uproar?
Well, perhaps when we have an opportunity to rest, we could come back and you can inspect it further with magics. Like the ability to detect whether or not any fiends are present would be very wise.
So Wolfric, you're escorted down these stairs. To as you come down the stairs to your right, left on the map, but right to Wolfric, you can see a set of jail cells, and then they escort you this way to what looks to be a jailer's room. You see like a desk. You can see the cauldron in there. You can see a couple guards. They look to be playing a card game at a table.
Can I rest here?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm going to prop myself up against the wall by the cauldron, and then I'm going to rest.
All right.
Because
You are going to begin the benefits of a long rest.
Yes.
Let me go back to you guys. Oops. Do you guys still have your map in front of you, Sentinel? And
Yeah.
I can certainly do that.
It would be a wise idea, at a very least. Perhaps we go and meet up with the rest of the party, unless there is further business we need to attend here.
Nothing I'm aware of.
um,
I know less than y'all.
I mean, you guys were able to see Wolfric. He went down the stairs.
As far as I'm
As
concerned, nobody's going to get to the
Tushiro-
cauldron now, so I think
All
it's
right.
so.
Well, for me, the inn is no good because there's no beds my size, and I prefer to just sleep on the floor anyways.
He's got a valid point.
Sleep.
So Tushiro's gonna go meet up with the rest of the party. Sentinel, what are you gonna do? You gonna go with Tushiro, or are you gonna go with Wolfric, or do you have something else you would like to do?
Follow Tushiro back to the end.
Okay.
Go meet up with the rest of the group and get ourselves a room. At a very
I'm
least.
just gonna stay downstairs all night.
You're just gonna stay in the lobby?
I mean, why not? No point in buying a room.
So we'll go back to Braylon and 17. You guys have gotten your rooms. You've changed out of your wet clothes. Are you off to catch up with the party or do anything, or are you just going to stay at the end?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk downstairs before the party gets back, and I'm gonna look around and see if I can find the bard who was singing about the White Lady last time.
You head downstairs. You begin looking around. You even look in that back room that he led you in before, but you don't seem to have any luck finding him.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna head back upstairs and do my long rest then.
Okay.
Not leaving the comfort of a fire until people get back. I am cold.
Are you like doing a fire in your room, or are you gonna join the fire in the lobby?
We want to sit and snuggle up with our books.
Okay.
I'm probably going to be like sitting cross-legged on the floor in front of the fire, reading my book. Blankets wrapped around me.
All right. Tushiro and Sentinel, you make it back to the inn. It is 3 silver a piece for a room.
I will get a
Sentinel,
room.
you said you're just gonna hang out in the lobby.
Yeah, like there's tables and chairs sitting around, right?
Yeah, there's like a couch, some little end tables, some chairs, all kind of like around the fireplace.
I'll get a room for the night.
Question. Did we negotiate rooms as part of bringing the cauldron and finding out about the fishermen?
I
You did
already
not.
paid.
Okay.
You were offered 5. I don't remember the type of gem, but it's a gem worth 500 gold apiece.
That's right. Okay. Cool.
And he told you it would take him a day or two to retrieve the items for payment. It's still early in the day, but you all are pretty exhausted, so you can begin your benefits for a long rest.
I just find a little corner and make myself look as nondescript as possible, which is very not possible.
Just go stand and like look like a suit of armor.
Yeah.
And all of you can gain the benefits of a long rest. Just so you know, you gain your benefits of a long rest in the middle of the evening because you started super early. But you are all still asleep. Give me a second here. I would like to go make me a quick cup of coffee and grab a slice of pizza. So why don't we don't have to take a break. That's a little early, but we'll take a quick 3-minute break.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get something to eat too.
Oh,
We'll just make it
More.
5
And I have a little girl underneath my desk. What are you doing?
Wolfric, it is the middle of the night.
and you're gonna get possessed again.
And there is 2 other guards in the room with you. As you are sleeping, sorry, coffee down the wrong hole.
Other tube, Peyton. Other one.
What?
I said other tube, not that one.
Yeah. Let me make sure everybody. If you click on Wolford, can everybody see the map?
Yes.
Only really matters for Wolfric. But you are woken up by a disturbance at the door.
In the force. Oh. It's a disturbance in the force.
Muted.
I thought that too.
Well, I'm eating. You don't want to hear me chew. What do the guards say?
They're in there in the same room with you. They get up hearing it too. But as they stand up, the door flies open, and uh, on the other side, or standing in the doorway, you see the town speaker. Behind him, holding a knife to his throat, you see a human. Lay down your weapons, or I will slit his throat. The two guards immediately go to set their weapons down on the table. What does Wolfric do?
Picks up his battle axe. Lay down your weapon, or I will separate you from your brains.
Not before I slit his throat.
I don't know him.
Take a step closer, and he will be on the ground.
Put the knife down, or you'll be on the ground.
Please, please. We cannot lose our speaker. The two guards plead to you. I will count to 3. 1, 2.
That's my answer.
Unfortunately, the minute you go to take a step, the he had prepared and slits the speaker's throat.
Okay, well, I'm going to take off his head then.
Well, you can try. Give me a sec. Let me pull up the proper statistics.
Weird. Oh, my initiative sucked.
Yeah, they all get to go before you.
All nice. Well, you had your chance to kill me. There's chance number 2.
He didn't want to kill you. He wanted to kill the speaker. You were supposed to save his life.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
And it is this thug up first. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15. Hold on one sec. What I need to do.
Wolfer can't get a break from everything trying to kill him, can he?
It's always the biggest guys that are so misunderstood.
And tribal warriors. This tribal warrior, actually, he's going to he's not sure what to do. He just saw his speaker. Actually, he is. He's gonna move up.
Those are the guards?
These are the guards.
Okay.
And take a stab at Doug. And hey, he hits. As he stabs at the thug. The thug is going to then, in response, take his mace. And whap it right across this guard's face. And then he's going to swing again. This guard is not looking good. Hey, the next warrior, he's got a guard right there. And he swings, guard falls right to the ground. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15. And he's going to take a second attack against you. And he misses. Then the last one, going to come in and move up and swing twice at you.
There's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. And you are already not looking good. But it's your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna rage.
All right.
Let me see. Where is my? I took 16 points of damage.
He took 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Did you want to use your ability to shrug off one of them?
Yes, Stone's Endurance.
All right. Assume you do the second. Well, they're both 8, so.
Do I need to roll my 1d12 plus my con?
Yes.
You can just click on the little first aid little symbol.
The first aid symbol where?
You look on actions.
Oh,
Look at the very bottom. Yeah.
Actions. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Gotcha.
Great. Nice.
I mean, you shrugged off most of it. You could only have shrugged off up to 8.
All
so
right. Okay. That's
that was your
done.
reaction.
That's my reaction. Now I am going to attack. The one that hit me first.
Okay.
That is, let's go to actions, great axe.
There you go. Natural 20.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, this thug.
Was that the thug that slit the other guy, the first guy, the speaker's throat?
No.
No.
You have. No, you don't. You didn't start with that. I'm thinking me.
Did I take that guy's head off?
No. But he is not looking good. That's for sure. The next tribal warrior comes in. And he's gonna attack the same one you just attacked. It's a spear. That thug there, he is between your swipe with your axe. He's got a big gash in his shoulder and like a big puncture wound from the spear and like in his back. He is not looking good. All the way back up to the top. That warrior's dead. So this thug is gonna move up.
What? One of the warriors is dead.
What?
Oh, the tribal warrior's dead. Okay.
Yes, he's dying. He's gonna take his first swing. You went reckless. No, you didn't go reckless.
Mm-mm.
And miss. And miss again. Oops, did I do that? This other thug is gonna come at you.
Come at me, bro.
Raged, and they're scared of you. They go to like swing at you, and every time, like your big size, you're screaming now in your rage, and like they're kind of hesitant at first to swing at you, which like makes them kind of hesitate just enough for you to dodge out of the way. This last thug finally gets a hit in on you for 2-4. You said you raged, but I'm not seeing.
I get resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing.
He didn't
Yeah.
click the things.
You didn't click the thing, so you only took
Oh, I didn't click it.
2 damage.
I'm sorry. Here, there's my
He
reading.
done an extra 2 damage to the other dude too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hold on one sec. The 30, or sorry, 13. The other dude doesn't really hurt us. That was just his first attack, so he's gonna swing his second attack at you and hit. Okay, damage 3. There we go. Wolfric, you're up.
All right. So my first, same guy that I attacked the first time.
That hits. Yeah, in your rage, you just swing and take his head right off.
Shunk.
And I don't have any other attacks.
Not at the
All right.
moment. Tribal warrior is gonna stab at this one below him.
Hey, I got to step out real quick.
That hit for 5 damage. Okay, well, I guess I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna attack.
I mean, he might do something different.
That's true. I'll give him a sec. He's on TV, but he wanted to go look at himself.
Oh,
Como interviewed him.
for what?
They were interviewing different people about COVID.
Oh. That's cool.
I'll give him a sec.
15 minutes of fame is important. How'd
Sorry,
you look?
I was just on the news. I look good. They actually didn't make me sound bad. It sounded fine.
Nice.
It's
Which was weird.
it's not your turn. Anyways, I gotta do the tribal warriors. I don't know what I was doing. This one is going to attack you and hit. Attack number 2. Natural 20. Damn. You're not doing good though.
I'm still alive.
This guy just having been stabbed by this tribal warrior. Why did it roll at disadvantage?
That's the dead
Oh,
one.
delete him from the combat tracker. Um, here, I'm gonna swap these two. Wait. This one's going to swing. He's not very happy that this tribal guy stabbed at him. So he is going to swing at the tribal dude twice. Next to you, next to this other guy, Wolfric, you see that guard fall to the ground. It is your turn again.
So both guards are down.
Both guards are down.
All right. Well, it's just me and them. See, this is round 3. I gotta mark that. All right, I'm gonna attack the one right in front of me. Or not.
Sounds like Wolfric's going down too.
Yes. No, you might get lucky. Okay, maybe not.
Or not.
In a max roll.
Wolfric, you take a hammer twice. One to the chest, the other one comes around, hits you. Take this mace, just hits you right across the head. You fall to the ground, unconscious, but you are not dying.
Oh.
Uh, as like you're unconscious, you're kind of fading in and out, and you see the two gentlemen left go and grab the cauldron, and the two of them begin to try to carry it. Over here, the one who didn't slit the gentleman's throat, the speaker's throat, starts scold right before you pass out. You hear him start scolding him, saying the boss said to not kill anybody before you fade to black.
Okay. You're bad.
It is morning time. We're gonna jump over to the rest of the party, who wake up in the inn.
Fell asleep reading books next to the fire.
The four of you got a very good night's sleep.
Oh. I'll get up and kind of get geared up. We imagine there's more to do. There's always more to do. But once we're up and going, we'll go see what everyone else is doing.
You head out and downstairs 17 to find Sentinel just chilling in the lobby.
Yeah, once I see one of the party come down, I'll come from a motionless state and walk up.
Have you been down here all night?
I don't have a need to sleep, so seems
True.
better to keep an eye on the door.
What did you discover at the town hall?
They're keeping the cauldron for safekeeping, and Wolfric stayed behind. Toshiro looked into the thing that y'all's ghost came from, but best to talk to him about it.
Did Wolfric seem himself?
He seemed alright. He just wanted to stay with the goods, I think is the way he phrased it.
I guess I'll come downstairs now.
Good morning.
Just realized I have mom push to talk. Alright, I'm gonna make my way downstairs as well.
Well, greetings.
Sentinel explained that you looked into the, what's it called? The figurehead.
Yeah, there's the word.
I did make notes.
I recognized it as something that I had come across a very long time ago. Evil Baylor that was loose upon this particular area. I don't know how much time has passed, so my character's just gonna be like a while ago.
Right. Storyline wise.
Yeah, I don't know how much time.
It was 2 days before we all met.
No, I don't think the Baylor rampaged that early on. Maybe. Yes, I do believe that the townsfolk have kept this thing within the confines of their town for far too long. The evil that emanates from this particular statue, I believe, has soaked into some of them, and they are now following the Frost Maiden in a very wrong sort of way.
Do you think perhaps we should check on Wolfric then, as he slept beneath it?
It would be wise. Let us proceed to the town hall and check on Wolfric.
Do you think it's all the town people then, or just certain people?
I imagine that where one town person is involved, they all are involved. Is it
And you
how the
left Wolfric
beings?
by himself?
Well, I didn't want to sleep in the basement, and you didn't seem like you wanted to volunteer for that either.
I wasn't there.
He's a big dude. Maybe he could handle it. Maybe he didn't.
Or maybe they, chopped him up and served him up as a nice ritual to their gods like they did whenever we got here with that first dude.
If that's the case, then I could just burn the whole town. I mean, we already did burn a boat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that too loudly.
We should not get ahead of ourselves.
How could we get ahead of ourselves?
Figuratively?
Tushiro just shakes his head. I don't understand this place.
Do not reach the end of the story before events have unfolded.
Alright, well, let's
Have
go.
all the evidence.
What was that, Sentinel?
Have all the evidence before we go accusing the whole town, maybe.
And we're walking.
You're walking. Just keep walking. As you guys appear in front of the town hall. A couple guards stand in front of it. Um, and as you try to enter, they hold out their spears, creating like an X in the pathway, blocking your way.
What is the meaning of this?
You can wait here until the captain arrives.
Shink! Out comes the katana towards the guard's neck. Move or die.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
As you say that, you can hear a couple swords being drawn behind you as the captain and a group of more guards show up. And you can quickly tell
30
you are
feet on the
outnumbered.
inside. If I can see in, I'm going in.
The doors are closed.
Okay. The blade's not coming away from his neck right now. It'll stay there.
We will turn around. Is this the guard we recognize?
You recognize the captain.
Okay. Why are we not allowed inside? One of our companions is in there.
One of your companions is responsible for the death of the speaker.
The next words out of your mouth may be your last.
Strong accusation, especially considering how much we've helped this town in the past few days.
How much
Yeah,
you've helped this town is the reason his head isn't already on a spike. Tell your friend to put down his weapon.
There was no one left alive but me in there. How would they know?
The two guards were also left alive.
I thought they were killed.
No, I said they were knocked to the ground. You assumed that meant killed.
Is he?
Now tell your friend to put down his sword. Then
He
we
will
can
put down
negotiate.
his sword when we know where our companion is.
Your companion is in a jail cell. And unless puts down his sword, all of you will find yourself there. As he says, that you can see that every guard in the vicinity is hearing this and coming to back up. You are quickly becoming outnumbered.
I will turn towards 17. It is a good day to die.
17 just got her life. She doesn't want to die.
We disagree. Yeah.
I also disagree with you.
I will pull back the katana, turn, sheathe the katana, take 3 steps towards the captain of the guard and say, "You have exactly 30 seconds before you wind up dead on this street. Your guards may take me down, but you will not be here to see it. So you must use your words very carefully, lest you lose your head."
I walk away from the group.
Give me a sec. No, hold on.
I don't think they're going to let you walk away at this point in time.
I know.
So roll a roll a insight for me, Will.
Okay.
I just didn't roll it for intimidation.
Nope. Tushiro's not very insightful.
I mean, looking at this guard, or looking at this captain, yeah, you're pretty confident with that roll. the rest of your group realizes how incompetent you will be against this captain, but you think that you could easily take her. The rest of the group is like looking back at her, looking at you, like they're like, yeah, he will die. But you're
I'm
overly confident that you could take her down.
We will put our hand on Toshiro's shoulder and apply a little bit of pressure, just enough to be like, perhaps you should be calm. At the same time, we're not exactly happy right now either.
Do not let these cultists confuse you.
Sentinel's gonna step up and insert him, put his arm in between Toshiro and the captain and say, "This isn't when we will win. Better not cause bloodshed in the middle of a street."
That you have come to the conclusion that Wulfric is responsible.
In the middle of the night, the town hall was attacked, and by a group who was able to sneak in and capture the speaker.
So what you're telling me is you're incompetent and you couldn't guard your own speaker, and you're blaming it on us.
Him and the guards were given the chance to lay down their weapons, or and the speaker would live.
So you
He was
prefer
given-
cowardice?
He was given multiple times and warnings
Again,
to lay down
you
his weapon.
prefer cowardice.
I would prefer knowing when to fight and knowing when to not fight.
Sounds like
Yeah,
cowardice.
like whenever you weren't fighting to protect your speaker.
Yes. Exactly where were you?
We learned just recently
Deflecting
that
the blame
a
upon
member-
others is dishonorable.
a member of our staff was secretly working for the Zentarum.
Oh,
That is how they snuck in.
and the rest of you couldn't possibly be in league? You yourself couldn't be in league?
I have no ties with the Zentarum, and I would happily have them eliminated. They are too responsible.
If you
For
cannot
this
vouch
death.
for every single member of your guard, then they cannot vouch for you.
The more you argue,
Committed?
the more I am less willing to release your friend.
You have
Release
just
him.
admitted that one of your own ranks was a spy, and you are still taking the word of those ranks over people that have actually done good in this town.
The guards,
This is highly dishonorable.
the guards within that were guarding that cauldron with your friend, I would trust with my life and with my children's lives.
Then you are
So,
a
yes.
fool.
What
Uh,
makes you think they weren't going to kill him anyway?
We'll
Has
stop.
that been brought
we'll-
to
we'll-
question?
We'll stop this and go over to Wolfric real quick. Wolfric, you wake up in a cell.
How many hit points do I have?
First question.
I'll give you a short rest. For a chance to regain some hit points. So you're at 1 hit point. Hold on, I'll just change that for you. Hold on. So you're at 26 damage. You can go ahead and roll some hit dice if you'd like to regain hit points.
Yep.
These guys are awful sus. I'm just saying.
Ooh, that was a good one. I'm gonna roll both of them.
Oh, they're definitely sus.
Not
But
that one.
doesn't mean I would attack them on the street while they're all there.
We'll just murder them in their sleep like they did Wolfric and the town speaker.
Well, if we can at least get them in an alley or something, or we can funnel them, that would be better.
Wilfred, you wake up. You're feeling good after recovering.
It was a nice rest. Forcibly.
You still only have one rage because I do believe rages come back on a long rest.
Yes. Yeah.
But you wake up, find yourself in a jail cell.
Guards, let me out of here!
Uh,
Shaking the gate and
a couple
Yelling.
minutes goes by. Like a minute goes by, and a guard comes around. What do you want?
let me out of here.
I will let you out when I have orders to let you out.
I order you to let me out. Now you have orders. Let me out.
You are not in charge of me. And he will walk off. About 30 minutes goes by. A different guard comes back down. And in his hands, he has some cuffs and shackles. And says, if you would like out, we'll put these on.
Are they Goliath-sized shackles?
They can be adjusted to fit you and withhold you. Looking at them, you
Not like a
look at
Wookiee
them.
moment.
What?
It's not like I'm going to have a Wookiee moment.
No. You look at them, and they do look like they could withhold you.
All right.
Like 2 more guards will come down, open the door. They got like their swords drawn to make sure you don't make a move. The one comes in, shackles you up, and they begin to lead you outside. I lead you up the stairs, and as you guys are arguing with the speaker, the front door of the town hall opens. And you can see Wolfric in shackles being escorted by 3 soldiers. As the door opens and you guys are arguing. He'll just interrupt whatever the guard. She'll just interrupt whatever you're saying. There's your friend now. Now, are you willing to make a deal, or are we going to continue arguing?
What was the purpose of them even breaking in? What did they do?
Captain, your guards are cowards. The first sight of trouble, they laid their weapons down and cried like babies.
She'll just shrug it off. They stole the cauldron. That is what they were here for.
I tried to save that cauldron for your people, but now I don't even know if you should deserve it.
And in the process, you got the speaker killed.
Sounds like your guard's
ways to
incompetence got the speaker killed.
So, I will let your friend go, seeing as you have done this town a favor.
Or 3.
Multiple times.
Right. We should have
I will let you
statues by now.
go with the condition that you will not return.
Your condition
We're
is
not
unacceptable.
leaving without our cauldron. We
Cauldron.
intend to find that and retrieve it. It is ours. We have not been paid for it.
That
A
is
deal was struck.
By
That
your
is-
town speaker.
They'll
If you have any honor left in you, you will honor what he said.
as you are saying, a soldier will come running down the road, whisper something into um the captain's ear. It appears that tracks have been found outside of town. They are fading quickly, but it looks to be uh um what was the name of them? I want to say buckbeak. That's not what they're called. I'm watching too much Harry Potter. Um, axe beak, I
Ben,
think it
Axe
is.
speak.
Axe beak, yes.
a griffin.
No.
No.
They're not really a griffin. They are.
It's like a
They're like a giant dodo.
yeah, pretty much like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big bird.
Like a chocobo?
Yeah, pretty much a chocobo.
Yeah, the axe beak. They look to be axe beak footprints, and behind them looks like something was drug. I'm not
I'm happy to
arguing.
leave this town and never come back. Take these off.
Will, do you still have your weapon drawn?
No, I had it sheathed.
Oh, I can remember.
He's just been threatening.
Um, is that agreed? If you return if you get the cauldron and do wish to return it, we will still honor the deal of paying you for it.
Oh, I think that ship has sailed. This town and its inhabitants have proven themselves dishonorable. But we will track down our cauldron.
Fair enough.
Captain,
Yes.
what is your name?
What was her first name? It's Argoth. Captain something Argoth.
I think I wrote it
Apologies.
down.
Yeah, I have a blah, 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 blah. Arlagath.
Imdra.
Captain Imdra Arlagath.
Imdra. Yeah.
She is a half elf.
I will relay your name to my queen, so that others of my kind know where to find one of the most dishonorable individuals this realm has to offer. I will just turn around and start walking towards the tracks.
The guards will release Wolfric.
I'll take my weapon. Do they give it back?
They'll as you say that, one moment, one of the guards will run inside. A minute later, they'll bring out all your gear, considering you didn't have any. They took it all and return it all to you.
Put it on, stow it away, axe on my back. I'm gonna go to the captain right in her face and point my finger at it. You have no honor. The next time we meet, it will be your last. And I'm gonna walk off.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna look her.
I'm gonna follow too, but I'm gonna make a little sly comment as I walk by, saying I really wouldn't allow those two that you left down there with anybody's lives if your speaker is just gonna die in front of them. Just saying, and just walk away.
Just so you know, Wolfric's flaw is violence is my answer to almost any challenge.
Out of character.
Out of character.
They can
Yeah.
say that they weren't going to kill anybody, but nobody really knows if that's true. Like,
Yeah,
and if the guards hadn't laid down their weapons, that fight could have gone very differently. So we just,
Yeah.
they're going to blame it on somebody else. That's what people do.
I mean, fair, they picked them back up. Like, the fight would have gone down pretty much exactly how it went down.
But they didn't
But
get a
I
chance.
mean,
They both went down
yeah.
before they could get a chance to take a swing.
Yeah, but they picked their
It's-
weapons
yeah.
up. They didn't miss a round of combat.
Anyway,
Same.
before we walk away, We are going to look her in the eye. Say, I really thought better of you. And that's not a misstep. And then I'm going to walk away.
That's the one that's gonna hurt the most.
Y'all are so angry, but you all know you would have done the same.
I could not have.
Nope.
She
Definitely
actually
not.
didn't kill him. She just like locked him up temporary, like, and then you guys started making threats.
That's how we roll.
I just, from our standpoint, she just admitted she had a spy in her midst, but
Is gonna blame
gonna
other
be-
people.
it's going to blame everybody else. So
And she
it's
wants
like,
us to leave
okay,
town
well,
and never come back, even though she had hired guards that were spies. Sounds like she failed, if anything.
Not to mention that these people are like the town saviors who have been helping them left and right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
we're going to take it personally. And all right, peace out.
We
Good
did
luck
just serve
with your-
stew in the middle of the town for like how long? Yeah, and we're the bad guys. Uh-huh. Okay.
Good luck with your demon statue.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
peace out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
good luck with your demon statue and your lack of soup.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. All right. Let's go find our cauldron.
Totally go push a bunch of their people into the stash.
I'm kind of glad
Good
that the one
times.
person I told about removing the statue is dead now.
I mean, you know.
That doesn't help with what Tushiro happened to Tushiro either.
Exactly. So I already think they're
That literally just made that encounter worse.
exactly.
I
Why do
don't know. I think it went pretty good.
I was sticking to my character and my new flaw that I have.
We have all of our gear and we're walking away.
Alright.
That could have gone a lot worse.
True.
What do I want to do?
So we're following the axe beak trail, dragging the cauldron.
Correct?
Yes, you are following the trail. As you follow it, you can tell that had you waited much longer, the tracks would have faded away. They're barely present as you're following them. Give me a sec here.
It's a good thing we were done with this town.
Were we though?
Pretty much.
We found the invisible people that we
Yeah,
brought.
the dwarves that we've been hunting this entire time.
We weren't really hunting them. We were just kind of trying to figure out what the hell they were up to. I mean, they stole from that one town, not this town. Plus, it's the captain's problem now.
Yeah.
She told us to leave.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come to be our problem soon enough.
Yeah. It's her problem now.
As you guys travel, the realizing just now you all left town without didn't you guys? No, you didn't buy them. You rented them. The sled and stuff.
We had to turn those back in.
Yeah. As you guys follow the tracks, they head west. They continue heading west. A blizzard starts happening, makes it difficult to continue following these, but you don't quite lose it. But it slows your progress down as you make it to what's the distance on this? Give me a sec.
I told you they were members of a cult.
Perhaps you were correct about the statue?
Yes. It would seem
Uh,
so.
the path takes you into Bryn Shander as night arrives.
Dun dun dun.
Night falls.
You see that the tracks actually lead out of Bryn Shander, but just as they do, the snow starts to accumulate. It's dark, and you can't seem to track it any further.
So we've just made it into yet another town.
You do know that the track goes past the town, but unfortunately, night has it's taking you 8 hours, so it's actually midday by now. But you're losing. You've pretty much lost the tracks as the snow has accumulated up past them.
Perhaps this particular town isn't involved in a cult.
We certainly hope not.
Shall we find ourselves lodging? Do we have a
Well,
We should.
do we have a map
I
of
could use a rest.
It's the
Brand?
middle of the day then.
Yes. Give me a sec. I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay, so I'm looking at the map here. We went from East Haven. We went to Bryn. So if the tracks went through Bryn, the next town is Targos.
So we basically just followed the east way.
Yes.
Into Bryn Shander.
I always
That's what we got.
assumed that Bryn Shander was the biggest of the towns of the 10 towns, but I'm probably wrong.
So we followed it all the way through.
So you tracked it and into town, and it actually but right before it gets to town, you follow the tracks as they led you around the outskirts of town, up past the north gate, and then continued following.
The road out the north.
Yes, it's like
Okay.
it goes out the north, but then kind of loops back around and
Okay.
continues east.
Okay.
Does anybody know if this type of bird or whatever the heck it is common within this area?
Roll a history.
What did you do to my fantasy grounds? Now all I have is the map, and that's it.
Yeah, same thing happened to me.
It's just a big map. If you guys hit the little arrow in the top right hand corner.
There wasn't an arrow. It was a separate window, and it kicked us out.
Oh,
Yeah, all I have is that window
weird.
and my dice.
Shrink it down.
If I shrink it, then nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing.
You have to go all the way out and back in. Because
All right.
it gave me a big old red X on my screen, and then it showed the map, and that was all I had.
Nope. I don't know anything about axe beaks. I'm not from this realm.
History. Oh, Braylon, you know that, The Buckbeaks.
Axebeaks.
This axe beak is named Buckbeak now officially. Uh,
It's canon.
it's canon. Braylon, you know that the the axe beaks, are extremely common and used as essentially pack mules of the Icewind Dale.
I'm sorry, I was hoping that they were uncommon so we could ask people if they've seen it.
Have you seen a weird looking bird around here? Goes by the name of Buckbeak.
Give me a second to
Can
get fantasy
you-
grounds back up.
Attempt when Wolfric gets back in, can you share the map again? So
Yeah.
hopefully this time it works.
Yeah. Because I should know. I'm from this area. I should know what an axe beak is and what they're used for.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Okay. Come on. Okay, close that. All right, there I am. Now, if you want to share the map again. There we go.
Hey, it worked. Okay.
Okay,
That was so weird.
I know.
You guys are up above, like, I'd probably say like 200 yards above the north gate, as it continues. It goes out north, but then like hooks back around to the east, or sorry, the west.
I thought we were on the east way though. Was that wrong?
You are.
Yeah, we were on the east way. We came into town. So I'm looking at the Icewind Dale player map, and there's two routes out of town.
Oh,
One
okay.
that kind of goes northwest, one that kind of goes southwest.
Gotcha.
Have we already been to Bremen?
To Bryn?
Bremen.
No.
Bremen. Okay. So
No,
the tracks followed around and then headed north. And then they faded away.
yeah, the north gate heads north and then kind of hooks back around and the path continues west.
And that's where the tracks end or fade
Right.
out. Okay. Okay.
So they headed out of town or into town?
Out of town.
To the
The
northwest.
east, yeah, the tracks led to town, but before they got to town, you're coming from the east, so the east way. But before it got to town, they kind of took a path and not a road at all. They made their own way, but you guys were able to follow it back till it met up with the road again to the north and continues following that road as it heads west. But then the tracks fade.
And so we haven't gone past this. We don't know how far the next town is.
Do not.
Okay.
We don't even know if they made it all the way to the next town.
Well, I mean, one of you did get a map a while back. So you know roughly how far the next town is.
Okay. Well, do we want to chance to the next town, Targos, or do we want to stay here? And at least rest for the night and see what we can find out.
Do not believe that we could make it to the next town before night fell.
True.
I do not, for one, wish to be traveling out and about while this weather is unpredictable like it is.
Then let's go inside the wall and find a place to stay. So we go inside, and where do we stay? Where can we find a place to stay?
Give me a second.
All right.
We are not eager to get involved with this town.
No.
I didn't plan for you guys to get kicked out of town, so I did not prepare them. So give me a minute here.
We didn't get fired, we quit. We are hoping the inhabitants of this town are more trustworthy and honorable.
I couldn't have said it better myself, 17. One would think that when you escape an entire realm of untrusting, backstabbing monsters, that you would not necessarily find so many in existence throughout the multiverse.
I think they're everywhere. Trustworthiness is a fleeting desire anywhere you go.
Perhaps. Perhaps it is I who am dreaming of potentially once finding a place where honor is at the forefront of one's thoughts.
You are not the only one who believes that. Honor is my people's strongest asset.
Oh, hey. Actually, as you head into town, through the north gate, the first place you see is the North Look, which, looking at the exterior of it, looks to be an inn and tavern.
Oh, look. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. I'm glad somebody laughed.
And I had myself on mute again. Why does this thing keep doing this?
Thanks for the pity laugh. I appreciate that.
Wasn't that? It was very punny.
Yeah. Oh, look, here's a nice place to stay.
We will
Rock you.
perhaps more like ice block you.
Ooh. There's a chill on your
Yeah.
face. We will ice block you.
Or at least she will. So we're gonna go in.
Likely to shock you. If we're being honest.
Yes, let us go
We are
in.
going in.
Give me a sec.
So, how about that decor? I mean, it's very blocky.
We believe they're called igloos.
Ah. How do you suppose they hold them together? Do you think they glues them together? See, not even a pity laugh on that one.
Yeah.
No.
You used
Sorry,
all your
hold on.
good grace. It's gone.
Catching myself up on Bryn Shander real quick.
You mean there was more quests for us to do in the other town? Let's go back and just kill a couple of guards. It'll be fine.
Just go back in the middle of the night and burn the town to the ground.
Exactly. That's what Tushiro's all about right now. He's gonna consider that a very honorable task. He will rid the entire town of all the cultists. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We are still not sure about the statue or the figurehead. Excuse me. We still might feel that sneaking in the dead of night and destroying it would be a service, but we're not sure the town deserves it right now. So
As you guys walk into the North Look, it's pretty rowdy in there. And due to there's a lot of people having a good time.
Just look at Wolfric and be all like, perhaps we should find another place to stay. I'll look at Braylon.
Here.
Since I don't want to get us kicked out of another town.
Like a bad rowdy or anything. It's just like people having a good time at
Well,
the
if
end.
you don't want to get kicked out of another town, maybe you shouldn't pull out your sword and start threatening people.
If you could see Toshiro's face, he'd look genuinely shocked. Like,
What?
what?
That's not how you treat people?
This is not the way?
It's a good way to get kicked out.
Oh.
Thing called tact.
That word?
Are there any other large people like me there?
Sound. Roll a perception.
Let's see. Character sheet. Perception.
And you wondered why Toshiro nominated you to be like the voice of the party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know why.
Around, you see that there is a Goliath in here. He seems to be hanging out at a table full of a mix of different people.
I'm just looking to see if my people are in here and there's not causing a problem. There's probably not a problem. We're probably not going to have a problem. I don't think we'll have a problem here. Let's go inside. I could use something to drink.
we should all stay together, perhaps, as it's clear we can only trust each other.
That is true.
To be clear, currently there are only two of you that I trust.
Oh, and who would they be?
Toshiro's not going to go answer that, but he will go into the bar.
Are we approaching the bar or are we finding a table?
That's up to the voice of the party.
I don't care what we do.
Literally has no effect on me. So
I'm going to go up to the bar and barkeep. Do you have an open table large enough for us?
Yes, point across the room from the bar. You'll see a decent sized table that can fit the group. I believe there's a table right over there.
Excellent. Send the server. We'll want drinks, and we'll head over there.
Wench! Over there. As you guys take a seat, a female will come up. Oh, what can I get for you?
I'll take an ale.
It'll be 2 copper.
Dink,
Do
dink.
you, do you have soup?
Ah, yeah, we do. We have some good soup.
Soup for me, please.
2
May we
soups.
have that with some bread, perhaps?
Yes, that is the standard. You can get a little bit of bread with your soup. It
Okay.
is 1 silver for the soup each.
Great.
I will put a gold piece in her hand. Warm cider.
Unfortunately, I don't have any cider.
Tea, perhaps?
I do believe we have some tea. It's not the best. Not a lot of people get tea here, but we keep it for those rare occasions.
What is tea?
Well, it
The
is.
soup does sound good. I'll take an extra large helping of it as well with my ale.
It is like a plant that you steep in hot water.
She'll look at the gold piece as Wolfric says he'll take an ale. Kind of like giving you a puzzling look. Like, is this supposed to? Are you trying to cover the table?
No, I'm just going to indicate myself and 17 for
Okay.
the soup and the drinks, essentially.
Then she'll look back at Wolfric. 1 silver.
Bink. It's 1 silver, 2 copper. Okay.
And she'll look over at Braylon and Sentinel. Anything for you?
No, thank you.
Braylon won't talk. He'll just kind of wave her away, and he seems to be like not completely focused as he's trying to watch all these different people walking around him, and he just seems very quiet and not able to really focus on anything else besides all the people around him.
Sounds good. What about Sentinel?
He just says no, thank you, and then keeps a watchful eye while listening to the rest of them.
We will get those right up for you. And she'll turn around and head back to the bar to put in your orders. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's about.
I'm too busy trying to describe what tea is to 17.
She's really confused, but listening intently.
Wolfric and 17. You overhear a group of people talking. You can kind of hear them mention about a Care Deneville and how the local speaker, no one has seen him for a long time. Some people say he might have fallen ill, but they've seen suspicious figures um, entering and leaving the castle at odd hours.
That's all we hear.
Overhear a conversation about that. Um, a couple minutes go by, and the waitress or the wench brings out the
The
drinks
waitress
and
or
food.
wench.
What?
You said the waitress or wench.
I meant to say wench originally. I was correcting myself. The wench brings out the food and beverages to the table, sets them down. Please let me know if you need anything else.
Is the tea any good?
Um,
Well, you said
So
it
I
wasn't
reach in
good.
I reach in my pack and I pull out the map and I pull it up and I'm like, Caerdineville is that way. We want to go the opposite way because we're looking for the cauldron. I'm not going to worry about Caerdineville. I'm just going to shrug the information off because it's not the way we're going to go.
all right. Then to answer Tushiro's question, is the tea any good?
Well, she said it wasn't, so never mind.
You might think. I mean, maybe it is good. She just thinks it's not.
So
Yeah.
she's a tea snob. What?
Give me let's roll it a d20.
Roll a d20. Okay, let me see here now. Grab d20. Roll. Yeah, I've had better.
It's not very good, but it's not like bad enough to make you stop drinking.
It's warm liquid that's flavored, right?
Yeah, it's not flavored the best.
That's fine.
Let's see what we think of it.
You enjoy it.
This is the best ever. We've never had this before, and we love it.
The soup is really good. Wolfric, your ale is also pretty good.
It's also the best soup we've ever had, so we're just
In delight.
yes. This might be our favorite place so far.
I'm pretty sure that was the bookstore.
True. This is our second favorite place. We have written this down somewhere in a journal, someplace.
Too bad you can never go back to the bookstore.
Aww.
Perhaps this place has another one.
So when the wench, barmaid, whatever, comes back over, I'm gonna ask her, do you serve breakfast in the morning?
We do.
Do you have rooms for us for tonight?
Give me 1 second. She'll go back and you see her go over to another side of the tavern area. She kind of opens up a book. See her looking. Yes. To come back, we do have a few rooms. Unfortunately, they are our more expensive rooms. The cheaper rooms are all filled up. I have 3 rooms that run 3 gold pieces each, and another 3 rooms that run 2 gold pieces each.
How large are these rooms? Do I get the whole floor for 3 gold pieces?
She'll give you a puzzled look. You get the whole room, so that would include the floor.
Give her a dirty look.
Perhaps we only need 2 since some of us prefer the floor?
That's true.
I'll pull out a gold piece. Kind of look over at 17 and raise an eyebrow.
I'll pull one out.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see that, so never mind.
The eyebrow part.
Yeah.
The eyebrow part.
Yeah.
At first I was like, why would she be able to see you pulling out a gold? And then I was like, oh yeah, you mean eyebrow.
I'll pull out a gold. You pull out a gold, and then kind of
I'll
like
pull out a gold.
okay, and we'll each hand her a gold piece, and it's like we will take one room.
Sounds good. Um, she'll take the gold pieces. She'll look at the other party members to see if they are wanting to get a room.
I think all of us could fit in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to sleep, so
Sounds
I
good
can
to
find
me.
a
I have no
small
more
corner.
money. I'm broke.
Um,
We can all share a room. It's some of us will want to sleep on the floor anyway, and so and some of us don't sleep. So I think we're fine in one room.
That's why I was thinking.
Yeah, it's
uh, um,
Braylon, you get a comfortable bed to yourself. I mean, look at it that way.
Oh yeah, you guys don't like beds, do you?
Exactly. Two of them don't sleep in beds, and I require 4 hours of meditation. So it's like,
um, you guys, she says, I will be right back. And she'll go back and pull out the book. You see her write some stuff down in it, grab something from underneath the counter, and comes back and holds out a key for whoever wants to take it.
Tushiro will take it.
She will hand Tushiro the key. Yes, this is up on the third floor, room number 5.
How many other guests are staying on this floor?
At the moment, only one other room is occupied
Is it the room
on this floor.
adjacent to us? Across from us?
It's a room 2 rooms down.
Thank you.
feel better with all of us in one room.
She'll turn around and walk away. Um, as you as you're sitting there, continue to eat. You see the doors fly open as a group of dwarves
Are they
enter
Durgar?
the room. Roll a perception check.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna. Nope. Carry on.
You don't want to know if they're
Nope.
Durgar or not?
Nope, because I'm afraid I might start some crap.
I mean, we're
Well,
all
I'm looking
over.
around, so I want to know if they're Durgar.
That would have startled me.
Uh, uh, with those rolls, the two of you can tell that these are not Durgar.
Yeah, they would have been invisible if they were.
I mean,
They appear to be shield dwarves. But as they like come in the door, they look really like pissed off, and they like go and sit down at a table. And you can tell, like, do any of you speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
Nope.
Only Sentinel.
Yeah, I don't.
I
You
don't
can
think
hear-
I do.
No, I was the only one before who did, so
What?
I was the one who spoke Dwarven before, so.
Yep. If you speak Dwarvish, then you hear them complaining. Hold on.
Nope. Don't speak Dwarvish.
Give me a sec. Hold on.
Maybe they were bitching and moaning about how heavy that cauldron was to carry.
in which
No,
case it's
what-
really
what I-
good
what
that
I-
you. Sorry.
Did I recognize the attackers that attacked me for the cauldron as human?
Say that again?
So the attackers that attacked me and took the
Yes,
cauldron,
you recognize them as human.
they're human. That's not them. They were human. They were human who stole the cauldron.
Um, you hear them mumbling in Dwarvish that they had to, well, you can make out, it sounds, abandon a sled full of iron ingots on their, they were bringing back from the mines. Or, I'm not sure where they bring it back from. They were bringing it back, and due to the blizzard, and conditions had gotten so bad that they had to abandon it to make it back to town safely.
Oh boy, that's gotta chap some dwarven butts.
So they're all mumbling under their breath and pissed off, and wench comes over. They all start drinking away.
All right. As we pass by, I'll, in a hushed tone, relay that to them.
We have no time for dalliances. We must go find the cauldron and those who attacked me.
I am quite positive that our paths will cross theirs again.
Unfortunately, we don't have any way to.
Once the trail goes cold, how will we locate where they went?
We know the direction they went.
It's a very large world in that direction, if I do recall correctly.
Sucks.
Icewind Dale is not that large of a place.
No, but it's large enough. They could be anywhere. It may also help us on our journey to assist others for profit, as we do not have many resources.
Some of us, I'll look at Braylon, are already broke.
Some of us are not far off.
Well, the only mission reward we've gotten so far, we turned into sled dogs, so.
Yeah, this is true.
And we haven't even made level 3 yet, guys! Come on!
I know.
We've already been kicked out of a town. It's great.
And lost the mission reward that was in that town.
All right.
I mean, she did say if we found the cauldron, we were welcome back, so...
Y'all aren't going back.
We're not going back.
Yeah, like...
Going back to what burned the town to the ground? I don't think so.
I mean...
Maybe to destroy the statue. But...
You guys are no fun.
There's no fun in killing, but it must be done.
Sometimes.
Necessary.
Yeah, but murdering innocents isn't exactly gonna look good on your record.
Innocents? They're all members of the same cult.
We're not even sure if they all are.
There's always the chance that there are innocents. Destroying the statue may be worthwhile.
Most could just be living their lives. It only takes a few to convince their others.
True. All of that, however,
Maybe you
we
did
can...
us a solid by getting the speaker killed. Maybe he did worship that thing.
We'll never know.
Well, I say we get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna finish my soup, down my ale, and go to bed.
I'm gonna go talk
Go
to the
find a nice
dwarves.
place.
Try to find out their troubles, like where they were coming from, and whether or not they need any help with their sled full of ingots.
You're going to approach them.
Yeah.
As you approach, one of them will look up at you. What can I get for you?
I understand that you have met with the same troubles that we have had due to the weather. You're unable to continue your journey.
It's a little bit more than that,
Well,
but yes. The name's um, Haruna, she'll say.
Haruna?
Haruna.
Haruna. Well, I introduce myself. Give her the formal, stiff bow at the waist. Tushiro Yuta at your service.
Please take a seat. We definitely could use some help if you're willing.
Well, my companions and I have found ourselves rather short on funds. Seems paying for rooms and drinks for our large individual friend over there is more expensive than it appears. Are you familiar with his kind?
Say that one more time.
Are you familiar with his kind?
No. Before that, what did you
Paying
say?
for rooms and drinks for our large companion is far more expensive than it appears.
Um, ah, the Goliaths are common around Icewind Dale.
Then you know what I mean.
That is true.
Perhaps my group and I can assist you in some way?
Yes. Take a seat and I can explain what happened. It's a little bit more than the weather.
I'll sit down and listen to their tale then, as everybody else scampers off to bed.
I'm
Uh,
still sitting at the table.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kind of watching your interaction.
she'll tell you, we're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shander. A Yeti attacked us as the blizzard started to get bad, and it was able to surprise us.
Okay, hold on just a
Uh,
second. Carry on with your story.
and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore Ubak limb from limb. Now we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. If you're willing to help us, I have this gemstone. It is worth approximately 50 gold pieces. And the eternal friendship of our clan as payment.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. With that, do I know what exactly a Yeti is?
Um, um,
Figured you'd want me to do a nature roll, that's why I rolled.
yeah, with the Yeti, yeah, you would know what a Yeti is.
I believe our large individual, friend of our party, is adept at helping track these creatures. We could probably assist you. More than likely, your friend was returned to the creature's lair and devoured there. When will you be heading back to your sled?
We're a little beat up, but one of the other dwarves will look up. What was the cost of your room?
Our room?
Yes,
4 gold.
4 gold. Roll a deception.
Hold on just a minute here.
He'll reach up, or he'll reach into his pouch. Set 4 gold on the table.
I'll scoop.
This will cover.
I'll,
This will cover your room for the evening. If you do this for us, meet us in the morning at a sec. For a second here. And if you meet us at the Black Iron Blades in the morning, I will equip your group with snowshoes at my expense to make your trek through the wilderness easier.
You are most generous. I will scoop 3 gold pieces off of the table into my palm, put them into my gold pouch. I will hold up the 4th gold piece and wave at the barkeep, and then indicate a round of drinks to the dwarves, and like hand her the gold piece.
As you do that, like they're pissed off still, and also mourning the loss of a friend. But you see them at the sign of somebody buying them a drinks, because obviously they think that you're
Yep.
spending gold that they're paying on them. They'll cheer up just a little bit, uh, and say thank you. Um,
We shall hopefully meet you at the Blades tomorrow.
yes, meet us there at we'll say 9 o'clock.
Sounds good to me. Enjoy your drinks, and you have my condolences. At that, I'll stand up, stiffly bow at the waist, stand back up, turn around, and walk away. Returning to the table, I'll look at Braylon. Well, the mask will turn to you, Braylon, and very deadpan Tushiro will say, "Occasionally, a lie is worth 1,000 smiles." Then I'm gonna head upstairs.
We'll follow, but we're kind of hoping everybody goes up at the same time because we're pretty nervous about people being left alone now.
Yeah, I'll follow along as everyone else leaves.
You sound like you're getting tired in real life.
I've
late.
been tired.
It's 11
Yeah.
o'clock here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are on that other coast.
Yeah.
That'll be the perfect time for everybody gain the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna be level
Come
3.
on!
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
The levels are so slow.
And like my dramatic pause as your characters through the night level up to level 3.
No way. Seriously?
I feel stronger.
Whoa, that was level 3? Seriously? We made it? And I didn't die?
You didn't die yet.
Didn't
Yet.
We almost had a fatality that wasn't scheduled.
Same character.
Yay! And then we just click on hit dice to figure out how many we get?
Level up wise?
Yeah.
I can just go like this. Menu, rest, long rest.
Yeah, but now my max hit points has not gone up.
No, you have to level up your character.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Did you drag over the class over to your?
Oh, of course I forgot about that.
Yeah, you have to drag your class over again, and then it'll add another level to you, and then it will do all the
Well, there's one that
stuff that you.
says level up.
Where's
There's
that?
there's a level up button now.
It's if I go into where it says, so if I click on fighter level 2.
That only works if you use the character builder and use an AXP.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I gotta go to fighter in there, and then I just grab fighter from the player's handbook, right? Oh no, I can grab it from the. Drag that onto my 3. Ooh.
And it should ask you what subclass do you want to
And then
choose.
How do I do that now? Say that again.
So go to like assets. I think no, not assets, not assets. Library.
You can do it from the main screen.
just click on where it says your class and level, and then click on the magnifying glass, and
Okay.
then there should be a little dragon all the way at the end by
Okay.
the your class. You'll click
Yeah.
on that. It'll pull open the information about your barbarian. Grab the little dragon in the upper left-hand corner and drag that over to your the
Class and level.
Yeah, and it'll automatically pop you up to the next level.
Okay.
And it
So
should
now I
ask
gotta-
you.
And if there's any major changes where it's a multiple choice, it should ask you what you want. Otherwise, your maximum HP and everything will automatically rise.
Okay. Now I got to do some research because I got my primal path I got to figure out first. Okay.
There's the new ones.
Well,
And,
they're not listed here. They're not listed in here.
You'd have to manually do it all because I do not
Right.
own the book on Fantasy Grounds.
No, you know what? I think I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to go straight with.
You can use whatever you want. We can program it.
Yeah, you just have to program the skills, but
Okay. I'm gonna have the group help me. I get to learn a new skill, and I've.
hold on, Will.
Oh.
We are gonna end the session.
Oh yeah.
Right here. So it'll be the perfect time to end. And then people can level up their characters right now as they need be.
Yep.
But this will be the perfect spot to end for the evening. With you guys
Stopping
leveling up.
in 5, 4. Bye, guys.